Hi, everybody. Welcome back to Russian Fishing 4 with Turtle 6 Gaming. Hope you're doing well. We're starting off today at the Norwegian Sea. We just sold our fish at the old submarine from the last episode. If you missed it, go back and check it out. It's in the Russian Fishing 4 playlist. Make sure you're subscribed, hit the like button, all the things that YouTube wants to let you know to do for free that is appreciated by me. Yes, so we had a pretty good last episode called a fish for our first time that I've ever caught it. So I'm not gonna switch setups at the moment. I'm gonna get right back at it here and try to keep the money flowing. So appreciate you hanging out with me today. Hope you're doing well. So let's get after it here. I'm using a large fillet with a couple red tubes for visuals. Just a couple squids for natural and the natural. And then I've got the gummy eel down here because if I use a third squid, it seems to put me over. It seems to put me over. We're catching some Atlantic redfish and Atlantic wolffish and spotted wolffish here. So we're going to try to keep that trend going. Obviously, a trophy wolffish would be nice. A trophy Atlantic redfish, 60 kg, that might be a little tough for this 19 kg setup. So I'm not sure if I want to hook that or not. I have gotten in 30 kg fish, cods on this setup, on this 19 kg reel. So I'm hoping I have not fished out the spot. I have been here now an hour. I'm drifting off too, off the 80 meter a little bit, so I need to get back on that. Maybe that's why I'm doing so well. Maybe that's why I'm catching fish I've never caught before. Don't want that friction brake set at infinity in case we hook something massive. Massive like my ex-wife, massive. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding, boo. It's amazing how you get along better after you're divorced. Sometimes that works out. On this channel, we don't condone divorce or marriage for that matter. Do what makes you happy. Try to find someone as messed up as you are. You may not think it's possible, but they're out there. It goes quick, my friends. Time goes quick, so enjoy it while you can. Try to enjoy every day. That's one thing about me is I like playing video games. I like IRL fishing, which I do quite a bit. I live in Ohio, so I don't want to travel really too far. I work a lot, so I like to go locally. You know, I've lived here my whole life, so when it's cold, like now, it's December, January, whatever you want to call it, the winter, I don't fish. So I stay home, and I will start doing some stuff over the winter. Getting all my gear cleaned up, getting all my gear organized, doing all that stuff. Because when you go every single week or twice a week all summer long, things happen. Things get dirty. I use a lot of dough baits. I like to carp fish, so things get dry dough bait all over them and that sort of thing. Let's go ahead and reel this in and move over. Let me move over to get back on the 80-meter hole here. I feel like our bite rate's not good. Oh, and then we catch a fish. And same. Now that's action. Just catching a fish on the reel in while hitting Y. See, it gave it that special movement. Doesn't seem very big here, but it's a bonus fish, so we'll take it. We're pretty close too. We could kind of troll to the spot as well. All right, little squiddo. It's a marker, so we'll take it. I think my grandma had a chair that looked like that. All right, so let's take a look at the map here. Let's go Y map. We're facing the wrong direction here, so let's wrench around and wrench it off here. All right, so you can scroll wheel the mouse. So what we could do is we could hit trolling. We can turn it here. So we're kind of going this way now, as you can see. We're going to hit trolling. Let's troll. We can troll a little bit across. This ain't not the right rod there. Slappy. All right. Seems like it's going pretty quick there, but we can drop this down. I'll probably only go to about 50. I'm not going to try to get in the bottom there, but I was marking some fish earlier, between 40 and 60. And we're probably going with the wind is why we're doing 4. So I'll click this reel here at about 50 and we'll see how it goes. I wish it said trolling down there where it's saying perking. I wish you got, an action for that. But as you can see, I can still do perking while I'm trolling here. I don't know if there's any benefit to that. I'll be honest with you. We can also look at the map to see where we're at. So So I'm just going to bring it in here and drop it again. And if we don't get something this time around, we'll go ahead and just stop in the 80 and drop it in. I like to try different stuff, you know, try different things, be creative. Sometimes it backfires because I was already catching fish in the 80. Now I'm doing something different and I'm not catching fish. So. But sometimes you catch that trophy or whatever, and then you're like, oh, I'm a genius. You know, it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes it does. I also like it when my line is kind of pointing down like that. I feel like it's down in there. As time goes on, it kind of tends to get more and more near the surface. As you can see, it's kind of working its way left there where it's entering the water. So I feel like that's just going higher and higher, and eventually it's kind of out of the range I'm trying to fish. Now I can hit Y. I don't know if I can stop it from here. Okay, so I was able to stop it. I was able to stop the trolling motor. I should fish off the back for the... So we'll probably go ahead and drop it down. Still should be in the 80 meter here. It's a pretty big hole. So a little tiny squid right off the rip there. That's going to be a little bit of silver. Surprisingly, they are pretty valuable. Trophy wise, oh, it's a European squid. That's why I'm having trouble finding it here. My bad. I don't know letters. It's only 2 kg for a trophy. So, I always like to give it a couple pops there right when I get to the bottom. Sometimes you can catch a fish immediately. Even though it didn't give me the perking. There we go. Perking, movement in the bottom layer. Got something here, doesn't seem to be very big. If I could hold my mouth steady. We'll try to crank them in pretty quick. That's our first haddock today. They're really not that valuable, I don't think, especially that size. Guys, I am going to run to the restroom real quick while that's dropping down. Hit a 1 if you see me get a bite while I'm AFK. All right, did you hit a 1? Did you hit a 1? Did I get it? Did I get it? Oh, looks like we got it. I did get a bite while I was AFK though. Super small. Maybe another squid? It's kind of weird. I wasn't catching any squid before I moved. Well, I guess I was when I did. I'm lying to you because I was reeling it in on the very first squid that I caught because I wasn't over the 80 meter. This is real small. Depending on what it is, this is a non-marker for sure. Yeah. The bait was bigger than him. Alright, let me get up to the front of the boat here. We'll check our map, make sure we're still where we need to be. Oh. So I have a John boat in front of my computer that I'm sitting in right now. Just kidding. Alright, so I'm going to go over to the fishing platform here, even though, gosh, that is annoying. Annoying. But that's what would be happening if you were dangling all that crap off your boat, off your rod. So right now, guys, we're not looking at any silver. And 9 minutes between fish, so yikes. Maybe I should have stayed over there in that coat corner where I was close. I was close to the 80, but I wasn't on the 80. But who knows? Alright, give it a couple pumps when you hit the bottom. See if you can get that quick bite. In this case, we did not. Let's give it a few seconds here. Seems like the nighttime bite was better. The old 80 meter here. There we go. Oh my goodness, it's so small it's not even registering. Fish this small, you think it'd be my happy hour. A whiting maybe? I don't know, it was on the bottom. Let's make it a flying fish. 3, 2, 1, fly. Yep, it's a whiting, 14K XP. Really not a bad fish for a small fish. It's not a horrible one to catch. Got one on the way down there. We were marking some fish at about the 50 meters. So should be a pollock, could be a mackerel. I'm hoping for a pollock. That's not very big, whatever it is. Pollocks are decent silver and XP. There we go, 10,000 XP. Alright, we'll get on that bottom layer, give it a couple pumps there. See if I can get a fish right away. Once I get that perking. Drinking coffee like beers, baby. Wired. Fish all day, fish all night. Okay. All right. I hear you. Remember, guys, we only got a 19 kg reel. So we'll do what we can. I have caught up to 30 kg fish on it already, cods. I think 28 or 30 was my largest. So it's a big crank on it, baby. 4 ratio of like gear ratio 4:1:1. So one crank is like 4 turns of the spool. It's what you need for the sea, baby, or any fish really. When you got a 1-for-1, man, you really work yourself to death, especially if you're spin fishing. Excuse me. I don't know. It's weird. This thing fights and it does good, and then it seems like it just comes in and it looks weak. So I don't know. We'll see, I guess. Hopefully we can get it in. Hopefully we'll see. Sometimes you get the FGA and you can't see, man. Then you're like, oh my gosh, it was a rare trophy. Then you could say anything you want. Very small cod. Huey. But it was a marker at least. All right, we got something on the way down here right about that. This should be a pollock or a saith or even maybe a whitefish. Whitefish? Yeah. Something there close to that. There's a group of fish hanging out. And I guess I can show you what I'm talking about here. On the fish radar. the fish on my graph. Let's get this dude in here. Alright, in this case it's a safe below 3, which is not ideal. But if we look at our map here, and we'll start trolling so it'll start lighting up here. So as you can see, we're marking people that we're marking people. We're marking Atlanteans. We're marking fish there at 75. There we go. So as you can see there, now we're marking some fish. There's a bigger one at 46. 48 there. There's one at 46, 45, and 48, as you can see. So that's why sometimes you will get those bites on the drop, right about that 50. And you can even stop, which we have a few times in the previous video, and try to catch stuff at 50. I have not had any luck doing that recently, but that does work. Another thing you can do, I guess we can try this time around to show you, for scientific purposes only. If we don't catch anything by 60, we'll figure, or 55, we'll call it the target area there. So one thing you can do is you can stop, right? You can perk it a few times here. You know, perkalicious. Making it look tasty, tasty for the fish, right? So nothing wrong with a little perkalicious. And then, okay, we didn't get anything right away, right? So now what we can do is we can go ahead and reel it in up to about 35 fairly quickly, right? Shift reel. And then we can just hit enter and drop it right back through that hot zone again. And see if we can get something on the drop again. If not, we'll let it go all the way down this time. But a couple of different techniques you can use there to try different stuff. Alright, doesn't seem very big, unfortunately. We'll see how we do here overnight. Flying fish coming at you. Oh, a squid. 444, 7,400. Interesting. 2 kg on a trophy for those, in case you're wondering. RF4 stats. In case you're wondering. And we all do when we're fishing. Everybody's like, oh, I caught this. Is that close to a trophy? If you have that RF4 stat trophy weights pulled up, you can tell. You can take a look. I try to do it just so you guys know. I'm used to disappointment in my life, so I'm okay. I don't worry. I usually feel like, sometimes you feel like it's really close. You'll catch, a 6 or 8 kg fish. You'll be like, oh, that's probably close. Like earlier, I caught my first fish. I pull it up, and I'm like, yeah, what's a trophy size? The one I catch is, 8 kg or something crazy, and then you pull up the trophy size, and it's like 60 kg, and it's like, wow. I was not even close. I was not even close. But, you get your hopes up. That's what's cool about fishing in-game and IRL. You never know what you're going to hook into. And you don't know what you've got until you actually put your hands on it. You can put your eyes on it and then lose it, but you don't know really how big it was or whatever just by putting your eyes on it. You got to kind of, as a fisherman, you got to put your hands on it. You got to hold it. You got to look at it. You got to weigh it. You got to, all that stuff. Decide if you're going to eat it or not, depending on what it is. Then you want to tell everybody else about it and show everybody else. One of the most disappointing things that I've had happen to me is I've had really great days fishing by myself. And it's a lot more fun to catch a bass, 3 pounds, whatever, if someone sees you catch it. Because if you don't catch it in front of them, chances are they may not believe you. Now with pictures, things have changed. Video and all that, but I mean, pictures have been around in my lifetime, but we didn't have cell phones when we were fishing early on. So I didn't upload my every fish I caught to Facebook. Still in the 80 meter here. We're starting to drift out. We're close to drifting out here, but that's okay. We'll see how it goes here. Like Ghostbusters, we got one. Doesn't seem to be a big one. Little Slimer. Let's see here. Got the big light on in the boat. When you look back, you get blinded. I think you can turn that off. All right, nice whiting, 25, 24, 250. Don't want to exaggerate too much and get called out on it. Oh, got something in the hot zone there at 55. This might be, since it's nighttime, it might be a hake. I don't know. The moon is out, so I'm considering it's night cycle. Let's see if it's a hake. A European hake, hakey shaky. Doesn't seem very big, whatever it is. A pollock, okay, that's surprising. I usually don't catch a lot of those once we get in the night cycle. Yeah, guys, you don't have to eat in this game. I do. It drives me crazy if that damn food bar is low. You don't have to waste your money on it. It's just something that, again, they got me because that bar's low. I'm eating something, and I usually do try to cook stuff. Depends on where I'm fishing and all that. I will cook. Um, if I've got non-marker mirror carps or whatever, I'll fry them up. So I spend money on it again. Probably why I'm broke right now, right? So. Um, all right, got one here. See what we got going on. Come on, come on, come on. Join your friends. They're having a good time in the bottom of my boat. All right, it's a marker, but a small wolffish. Caught him on the fillet there, I think. All right, well, I like to give it a couple little pops when I get down there on the bottom. See if that helps. Sometimes you get them right away. If not, I'll wait a few and then same thing. Get the movement in bottom layer, couple pops here. Fish. I feel like the nighttime bite rate earlier was better on the earlier video than we're getting this time around. We may have, spent too much time in one location here. We're in the zone, baby. Give me some fish. There we go. Okay. Well, it's running right at us here. I gotta be careful. I put it on infinite to try to stop it from running on us here. But I don't know how big it is yet. I haven't assessed how big it is, so you gotta be careful doing that. You definitely can break something. Tearing through our energy quick here. On some head shakes. That was a pretty big spike there on that one. Very dangerous game here. Come on, baby. We got a small reel here, so looks like a poor beagle. 25 kg, baby. 82 XP. Not huge. Probably don't want to know what a trophy is, but I'm going to look it up anyway. All right. 25 kg on 19 kg reel. Poor beagle. 140. So we caught a baby. We caught a baby. 140 is what you need for a trophy. Thank goodness we didn't get that. All right. On the way down here, right through that 50-meter zone there. That was a nice fish to cap off that hour there. We're going to keep going here. I'm probably going to go ahead and run out my rental or close to it. We'll see how it goes here. All right, European hake. That's a 7.8. feel like maybe 14's a trophy. Did we look this up earlier? 9. Okay, that was pretty close to a trophy then. I do already have that trophy, but I'll take another one. This one was at 25 kg, so probably a safe here. That's what I'm guessing. It's my guess, and I'm sticking to it right up until I see it. Got him. All right, on the way down again. We're going to call this one a pollock since it was at the 50 meters. Not very big. 2.8 kg. Oh, another hake, a little smaller, 1.9. something small here. Hopefully it's a whiting or something that's worth a little bit even for a smaller fish. Let's try some deeper waters here, guys. Let's switch it up. We got a few in the boat here. Catching a few fish like that. Go ahead and move here. Let's go ahead and shoot over into the 120 here. A lot of fish here in the 108. You can see the 120 up there on the right. We'll cross over into that and we'll stop the engine here. We'll try this setup a couple casts. Hope we don't get spooled. There's still quite a few fish marking there around the 50 to 55, whatever range. We'll stop there for a second, hit it a few times, see if we can pop something good. If not, let's go ahead and drop it on down. chop it a few times when we get down here to see if we can get anything good. I think what we want over here is a blue ling. Would be a good fish out of this hole. I think it's in our size range here. 25 kg is a trophy. We can do that. We could do 25 kg on the setup. Come on, fishy, fishy. Alright, that didn't, that's taking too long. So I'm holding shift reel and I'm perking. Should be no way to catch a fish. Earlier I was reeling in and got a squid. If you tuned in, you saw that, but most people don't watch full episodes, so they miss. They gets the stuff at the beginning or the end. So all right, so let's see where we're at on the map here. Let's try this like 90. Oh, we're going. All right, there's a lot of stuff on the radar there. The fish meter. Let's get it. Let's catch it all. Let's catch it all. What did we catch that poor beagle on? The natural squid, 2307. All right, I like to pop it a few times when we get down here to the bottom. Come on, fish. All right, there we go. If I can get tension on this dude. All right, let's see what we got here. We's a cranking. Sounds like Jar Jar Binks. We's a cranking, we's a cranking. All right, a nice pollock, 15K XP, decent silver, I'm sure. All right, not a bad fish out of this hole. Obviously, we want bigger, 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 but Come on, fish. Give me some silver. Come on, come on, come on now. Catch me, babe. All right, come on. Be something decent. Guys, if you're still here at this point, put a 1. Comment a 1. Again, a lot of people don't watch very long. And I guess that's because, they're flipping through trying to find something they're interested in, which is okay. But if you're still here, leave a 1 comment, then I'll know that you're watching in the middle of where a lot of people are probably not. I do appreciate it. Let's see what we got. We had a nice pollock earlier. Hopefully we can get something decent. Something worth some silver. Spotted wolf fish, 20,000 XP. So yeah, that should be worth some decent silver. Something on that, right about that 50-meter range. Probably a safe, maybe a pollock, might be a nice one. Might be a little bigger than I originally thought here. I went right to infinite pretty quick. Come on, be a nice one. Be something worth some silver. A safe, even a decent sized safe, will be worth some silver, but there's a lot of fish that'd be worth more for sure. Putting a lot of stress on this pole here. Come on, baby. Go the other direction. Oh, no. Okay. All right, it's a small one. It's a Greenland shark, 38 kg, 15,000 XP. Um, you don't even want to know what a trophy size Greenland is, or maybe you do. It's nowhere near what we just caught, for sure. A trophy would be 600, and then a blue tag is 900. Oh my. So again, we caught a baby. But hey, it's something different. That's awesome. I like it. I like it when we catch different stuff. You don't know what you're catching. A little shallower right here. Which is okay. It's the episode of the sharks here. A couple sharks in one time here. Natural squid 2307 seems to be a winner. That's the dark purple there. It's pretty beat up. It's a lot of wear and tear on it. Oh, flashed so quickly I missed it. got 4 hours left, so let's go ahead and bring this up here real quick. 4 hours in game. All right, we got a few hours left here. Let's go ahead and try to catch. We'll leave all this the same. Really doesn't need to change that up. Let's change this up. And what we're going to do is we're going to throw out. We're not going to let this go past. We'll stop it at 50 if we don't have anything on the way down by then. All right, we're here, so let's. here comes the rain. This might have been better to try to do it the 32 meter, the 30 meter or something. So let's see, we got something here. Rain's really coming down. Comfort's going to go to crap. Got a little size to it, considering we downsized our baits. I guess we didn't change the top section there. So we're at 2 hours. If you're still here, leave a 2 in the comments. Again, most people don't watch very long. Safe. So we probably did catch that on the foam rubber. Something else here. Boat rental's about to expire, so we're going to stay up here towards the surface. Safe, which is what we're looking for, but we're catching them a little bigger than I thought we would, honestly. Rain's still coming down. We got 10 minutes in game. We did get something here. Let's see. 6 minutes. Three minutes. Non-marker whiting, so. All right. Good timing there with that last fish. Unfortunately, it wasn't a marker, so it's not going to add to the total. Let's check the cafe orders. Unfortunately, we got none of this. None of that. So we'll cut this one up into bait. These are worth a little more money than I want. The squids, though, again, small, you're still worth some silver. The poor beagle, even though it's smaller than the Greenland, was worth 209. The Greenland's worth 170. The hake that was close to a trophy is 82. So again, 798 for a couple hours. Pretty close to where we were at last time. We were the last video, if you hadn't seen that. But this is my third outing on a $400 silver 5-hour boat rental. So I'm making money, which is great. And that's all you need to do to grind. When I came back to the sea, I was at 1,000 silver total. And then now if we sell this, we're already back up to, we've made 3,400 just in a couple days IRL. Not fishing nonstop, of course, but in a couple boat tickets, we've made 3,400, which is great. Let's go ahead and turn this one here into fillet of saithe. We're going to go ahead and do a large fillet since that's what we've been using here at the end. Guys, I appreciate you hanging out with me today as always. Until next time, have fun fishing. I'm out of here.